Hello and welcome to the software trainings webinar. Today we will talk about trading with the DOM, which stands for depth of markets and represents the order book. We will also talk about, show you where you can find the times and sales list and what it stands for. I will show you how to create orders directly from the order book, from the DOM. And last but not least, I will also show you what the QuickTrader is and how you can use it for trading. A little bit about me. Like I said, I'm Daniel and I work for AgenaTrader since about 4 years as head of software training, education and support. And I'm doing these regular webinars to teach, educate people who would like to trade with AgenaTrader or analyze the financial markets with AgenaTrader. Before we start, the disclaimer. Of course, everything I'm telling you today is only meant for educational purposes. It is not an advice to trade on the financial markets. If you choose to trade live on these financial markets, you do this on your own risk. So let's switch over to AgenaTrader. This is the default workspace with the 2.0 version I'm using. And I'm streaming this webinar live from AgenaTrader and traders here, as you are aware of it. And the DOM basically has one requirement to show you the depth of markets, the order book. You have to subscribe for level 2 data from your broker or data feed. This allows you to have a look inside the order books of these exchanges you like to trade. And I have, for example, I will open, for example, this futures instrument, the Dow Jones, and I have subscribed for some data here. And as you can see on the very right side, you have this symbol called DOM. You can find it right here. You can also find it via the chart toolbar, basically. It is hidden at the moment, but usually it is there. So also here the DOM. And when you click on it, it opens the order book with the times and sales, as well as the order book. I will switch to a lower time frame. Then we should usually be able to get some data. Hopefully. Let me try some other symbol. Yeah, here we go. So it seems I'm subscribed only for German markets, but doesn't matter. If you're subscribed for any level 2 data, you could also get it for the US markets. So this is the German index, the future. And as you can see on the very right side, you see now the order book. So these are all the limit orders, buy and sell, which are in the order book. So these are the prices where people are willing to buy or sell this future contract. The red one, of course, are limit sell orders here. And the ones below are the limit buy orders, which are in the order book. This doesn't mean that there is no additional interest, because several people will just use market orders. Market orders, of course, are not displayed or cannot be displayed in the order book, as well as many people use stop orders, simulated stop orders, which are triggering a market order once the price reaches this level. So these orders will also not appear in the order book, so it's only limit orders you can see here. All right. So a few things about the settings. At the very top you see the symbol, which is actually the symbol you opened with the chart. So if you change the chart symbol like I did before, it will automatically change the DOM as well. Why is there a feature like this? Because on the main new, you have also the possibility to open the DOM. Let's do it. And there is no additional chart. So this is a DOM without any chart. And there you have to enter let's open the euro stocks, the symbol to show this kind of data. And that's why we have this feature. The spread is refreshed, you know, it takes it from the chart, so you can disable the spread or enable it, which is shown then right here. Cumulated volume basically accumulates you the volume which runs, which is displayed. The quantity right here is for trading, basically for discretionary trading, so you could change how much contracts you are willing to buy. This feature here is not enabled at the moment. The properties are now interesting, so you have the DOM properties, and with the DOM properties you can change colors. So you can just try out which color you would like to change, and with try and error you just change a color and see how it affects the DOM. You can also change the font and how orders are displayed. You can also increase the size or the update rate, so you can change the update rate to less or higher, so it updates and requests DOM data more often. This is default value, so this should be fine, so you can change it to ticks, volume, and so on. The column width is something, okay, this is the price histogram. This is the column width is basically here. If I enable this, I can show you what it is. Here you get the historical volume also, and you can change, for example, this width, so it's a little bit bigger or smaller. The same thing you can do with the DOM. You can also say I want to decrease the DOM size basically, or increase it again. So it's really up to you how you enable or how you would like to show your DOM. You can even make it much bigger right here and so on. So it would reduce, of course, everything else on the left hand side. And yeah, that's basically it. It's just for you to try out, so you can change everything you want right here and test it and see how this works. Again, colors, and that's basically it. The volume histogram is basically, you can also change the colors here for the volume, how it's displayed, the colors, and so on and so forth. You have also a possibility to change the time and sales properties. So you can change all the colors which are displayed in the times of sales, like when a sale was done on the ask price, on the bid price, or so on. And so you have an idea of what's going on the markets, if there are aggressive sellers or aggressive buyers, for example. And background color, so same things. You can also add here quantity alerts, so you can, let's say, make a rule which says, give me a quantity alert when there is there's a purchase which is, I don't know, 5 contracts for this one, or depending on what you choose, 100 contracts or 100 stocks or whatever, 1K or 100K, one lot of Forex. I don't think that the Forex has so much order books, but it really depends of what you're trading. But you can set a quantity alert to color stuff back and forth color in a different way if a certain level of quantity was reached. So it's a condition. The same goes for filters. In this scenario, make a quantity filter. So when these two are reached, it is showing this separately. Font again, that's it. So let's get to the trading, but let me summarize how you open the DOM. So you need a chart like DAS. Maybe we'll open another one. So we go to main, new, chart container. We have the different chart options. Let's just go ahead with a single chart. And we saw that I also have DOM data for the oil stocks. And let's say I want to have a 5 minutes chart. And I can, just choose some kind of default template, either template you created or we have given to you. So let's just use this one, and it will look, I think, look similar to the one I had, right? So this is the chart, how I open a chart, and opening the DOM for the chart, just one click. If I want to close it, I just click it again. So quite easy and straightforward. So I have now two options how to trade. I can trade with a strategy, so with stop loss and take profit orders, or I can just add single orders, so discretionary orders, and trade with it. And I basically just have to select the price. So if I click, for example, on this price, it creates a stop limit, a limit order buy. So because a limit order can only be placed below the current market price, and this is how you can create it with the DOM, with the order book. The same counts for limit sell orders, which are created right here. So a limit sell order, as we know, can only be placed above the current price. So that's why we have limit sells. And another thing we can do is we can create also stop buy orders. A stop buy order can only be placed above the market price like this. Maybe just move it a little bit up. Let's close this once. I could also close it via the chart. And now I will create a stop order above the market price as discussed, and this order will trigger the market order once the price hits the price. The price hits this order. As you could see, it's always one contract. I could change the quantity right here with either using the buttons or just typing in the real amount I want to trade. And as we see here, now it's 10 contracts I would trade with this order. I could also go with a limit sell, with a stop sell order right here. So I have to click on the right side, bottom right side, and I will open a stop sell order. So now we have discussed all these different order types, basically. And another thing, what you have here is this quick buttons. So you can, stop order, limit, stop, market. So you have all the buttons also here even for flatten, cancel all. Reverse would mean you cancel a long order and reverse it with the same quantity to a short order and so on. So you can really go ahead and use it like this. And as you see, the price market picked it up and I'm in the trade right now. Let's close this order. So this is how you trade discretionary. Another option you have is trading with AgenaTrader plus setups. As we learned, or you learned from another video, we have several online which explain the AT++ manager and the setup as code. And another thing we have to do here is to enable the strategies. And I can either, when I click it, it enables the standard session. If I go with the drop down, I have maybe different strategies, different sessions I was using. So I'm just selecting one of those, this one for example, and now a strategy is running in the chart and basically is searching for a signal based on some condition I have in this session. And once it finds it, it will give me a proposal order, but I could just enable this strategy because I want to trade with strategies. So if I click now here, I have an order where I can select. Oh, it's actually not possible this way. Very interesting. Okay. Okay, sorry. I have to go via this here because I have to select here the strategy first. So I'm selecting one of my strategies with the initial stop, with a trailing stop with the targets, and when I now click it, I'm getting my strategy. So once again, we are enabling AT++ and a specific strategy session via the chart, and then I'm selecting my strategy, which I created for the session with my stops. I could change my stops and my targets and my trailing stops, and when I then click in the DOM, in the order book, I'm getting a complete strategy with entry order, with stop loss order and target, which is connected with an OCO and if done connection. So you don't have to create these connections yourself. All right. So the next thing is, we are quite fast actually with this webinar right now, but there's not so much to tell here about the DOM. And the next thing, which is very interesting and which is also unique in AgenaTrader, is the QuickTrader. The QuickTrader can be opened via here again these buttons in the action bar, and this Q stands for QuickTrader, and when you click it, it creates two vertical bars, a green one and a red one. The color can be changed via the settings right here. So you have QuickTrader settings, so you can change the color and some behavior. And as you can see here, it also gives me the DOM, somehow the histogram or the accumulated volume of limit orders which are in the DOM. And when I zoom in it, I can even see the amounts, how many contracts are there. And of course, I'm in a 1 minute chart right now, a 5 minute chart. If I select, let's say, a 1 minute chart, it becomes more clearer about where the orders are lying, basically. And the next thing I can do now is I can also place my orders directly from the chart. So I could either close the DOM completely like this and just use here this accumulated volume. And if I click, for example, now here in this green area, it is creating me this stop long order with my setup because I have AT++ enabled. It takes, in this case, it takes the setup basically from here. So I could just change my strategy. I could move this to a different position also. And if I click it now, I have a different strategy. If I want to go short with a stop strategy, I go like this. Again, it's the same way, same function like in the DOM, just I have to apply it to the QuickTrader horizontal as vertical bars. I will delete it again. If I click this one, it gives me a limit order. You can see it right here, the limit. If I get here, it's also a limit order short. And as we discussed it, stop order. I could change this order type. No, cannot, it seems. Or, going short with a stop order. And change my strategies and everything. If I deactivate the AgenaTrader Plus strategies right here, it will only create this discretionary order. And also again, the same way, stop orders, limit orders, and so on. And this is basically the way the DOM works alone and the QuickTrader works. And we sum up this once more. We created a chart which you can do via main new chart container, and you choose one of these chart containers. This chart gallery and dynamics can come with an add-in. We talked about it last week. There are videos online how to get them. But you will, with the Andromeda version, you will have the first 3 containers. With the basic version, you have the single chart group, and tab chart group, and list chart group. Tab chart group comes with Andromeda. And this is single chart. This is a single symbol chart. This is single symbol chart in more than one time frame. And this is a portfolio list of different symbols in several time frames. And this is also a list of different symbols in several time frames. So that's why it's called a group. And I can also open like the single chart, the bond, and let's just open again the default, and let's do some time frames here. I can choose up to 4 different time frames. I will do 3, and as you can see now, okay, I chose now a different style, but this is giving me now 3 charts. It's always the same symbol, but 3 time frames, and on every chart I have the DOM. I can enlarge it right here. So I have the DOM with the settings, and I have the QuickTrader with the settings. And I could enable this for all the charts. Of course, I needed some space on the monitor right here, but basically every chart has a DOM, every chart has the QuickTrader. And like I said, creating orders, you just click inside the cells on the right position to create the right type of order right here. You could also go and enter it here and then change the price by drag and drop it via the chart. Now it got filled by mistake, so you can change it right here. if you want. You can also delete it right here. So everything is synchronized very quickly, very nicely. And the QuickTrader again allows you without the DOM open to create with one click immediately an order which is sent to the broker on a specific price, and you see the accumulated volume of the order book where people are having their limit orders placed. And you can work with discretionary single orders like this, or when you activate AT++ here, choose a strategy you would like to have. You can create strategies which include a stop loss order, and probably if you choose one, a take profit order as well if you choose it the trailing stops. All right, that's pretty much it. That's everything you need to know about the DOM and QuickTrader. One more thing I probably can add it since we work pretty fast is how you could use maybe hotkeys. AgenaTrader allows you to trade also with hotkeys, and the hotkeys can be set via this configuration escort. You can find it under Tools, Settings, Configuration. Let's open it, and here you see a category called hotkeys, and you can have hotkeys for various categories, and you could have it, for example, for order templates, for trading and traders court. Trading would mean creating buy and sell orders, either stop market or limit orders.